a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Right back to him on 1st down. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. They give him a gain of 38.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. A 12-yard touchdown run. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And right away, he lost the football. But I think a Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play there for the Browns. 49 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Pushes over him.
No, that's just not right.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Over.
Chubb taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now out comes Houston. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll set up to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. As his guys are in for 6. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Check 4!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Leopard! Leopard! 3 down! Detroit! Detroit!
And they'll go on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out.
Detroit!
Back to throw here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And the Browns getting set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. Now first carry for their fullback. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Watch it now, Barney!
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. 48 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
1st down, Mayfield. He's got it. This is Ware. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Over!
Now a handoff. Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Underneath for Johnson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now out comes Houston. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Here we go. Take it. 58, right over there. Yeah. Right, 58, right there. Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Come on, QB, come on. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Watch it now, Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on that run. And while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Airing one out for Crowder. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. 36. Detroit.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Flushed out right. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Mayfield looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be third and 19. Play fake. Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Final play of the half, Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they got it. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
And try to atone for it here on this drive. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Gun! 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 Hurry up! Here we go!
Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gun! 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 Gun!
He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. What? Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's 3 yards. Mayfield now. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Mayfield now on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back if they avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taken from just outside the 30. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out comes Houston. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's going to be swallowed up, sacked back at the 45-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Green 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll look to throw now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Allen Robinson, 25 yards for the touchdown. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. And this one through the uprights and good. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They go play action here on first down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Lucky 56, lucky 56. Gone.
First down, Mayfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Here we go.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And now out comes Houston. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Back now here on EA Sports. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Gun! 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 Hot!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is fielded inside the 5. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And again, it's Chubb. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed as that's going to move the chains.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Underneath for Johnson. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the battlefield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit! Gun! Gun!
from the gun. Mayfield. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down. Throwing. Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the defense has come up with it.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. There's some space here. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 11. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Watching that, Barney, Barney. Over.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded at the 27. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. to throw. His throw incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They begin this drive with Chubb. Bulldozes past him. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Detroit. Detroit. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Handoff comes to Chubb. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, Green 39. Gun, 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 gun.
They pitch it to Chubb. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And now out comes Houston. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring the...
And he's going to be brought down. back at his own 6-yard line.